I love living in Galicia so much that every time someone comes to visit me, I try to show them all the beautiful and wonderful things you can find here in the north of Spain. Especially when they're people who have never visited before. I love how they're always surprised by the same things, because Galicia truly has incredible magic. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Anita Mateo, a Cuban living in Galicia, sharing my life from here, my impressions, and how I'm gradually making progress and adapting to Galicia. As you saw in the title, I won't be alone in today's video. Some friends came to visit who live in Barcelona, that is in the province of Catalonia, in the autonomous community of Catalonia. One lives in Barcelona, and the other lives in Sabadell. But anyway, they're from that area, and one of them is coming to Galicia for the first time, and I want her to tell me her impressions. I love seeing how people react to Galicia. Well, their names are Blenda and Liana. Hi.
How are you?
They also create content. I'll be leaving the names of their channels up there, but they live in Catalonia. So how is it? How is Galicia?
Well, it's shocking because it's August and we were literally dying from the heat in Barcelona, and we said, let's take a summer vacation in Galicia, and we got here. It's the exact opposite of what we've experienced here for the past 2 months.
That heat. Sometimes also for those who were unlucky.
Exactly. Here we are. You all are watching us. Very beachy, very whatever, but it's 20 degrees, so we got here like, what a strange summer.
And what about you? Is this your first time here?
Yes, I wasn't expecting these temperatures at all. I mean, I knew Galicia was a bit, different in the summer. But when I arrived, it was 18 degrees.
And I was wearing a jacket. I came with a jacket on. And I said, wow, you pack bikinis in your suitcase. And suddenly I arrived and I'm wearing a jacket and I'm like...
Yesterday, for example, I took them to a surfing lesson since the waves in Galicia are huge. The Costa da Morte hosts surfing championships and similar events. We had our first lesson there. I'm going to show you some pictures because we couldn't record properly since we couldn't take our phones. But anyway, today we're going to do something like a day like this. We're going to go out for breakfast. Then we're going to the city. We'll walk around the town a bit. Do a little bit of our routine here. While they share their first impressions, the first thing we do is have breakfast since we're hungry and the food here is delicious. Let's eat. Well, the first thing I wanted Blenda to experience is breakfast here in Galicia, in a small town in Carvallo. What did you order and what do you expect breakfast to be like? What would it be like in Barcelona?
Well, I ordered...
She lives in Sabadell, which is in Barcelona, Catalonia.
I ordered an avocado toast with fried egg and bacon. And, well, just a regular toast, I don't know. In Barcelona, it would be a toast, I don't know.
It costs $5.50 and the one here costs $5.50, yes. And in Barcelona, is it more expensive?
Well, I don't know. It depends. Yes, it depends. I've never had a toast like this in Barcelona. In Barcelona, they always want it with just tomato and oil, but even then it costs around €2.
I think it's good, at a good price.
I mean, it's bread, they open it, and it's a toast, well, like that.
Okay, let's see now when the toast arrives here in Carvalho. How has your reaction been so far? What were your first impressions here in Galicia when you arrived yesterday? What surprised you?
Well, I was surprised by the food since we ate a sandwich right next to the station because we were really hungry when we arrived. And the sandwich was huge. I couldn't finish it because it was so big. I ordered it with bacon and cheese, and that's what I said.
My first impression was that it was super cheap, though I don't remember the exact price.
The scenery and everything else are very different, yes.
When I was on the bus, I told Elian we're in another country. Because honestly, I wasn't expecting the weather, since in Barcelona it's really hot right now, like 37 degrees.
Yes, it's cooler here. Today we're wearing jackets and planning to go to the beach, but bringing shirts since it's chilly.
Well, look, I lived...
Wait, Vivi was leaving. There's Liana.
What are we talking about, the weather?
We brought all summer clothes. We just came from a summer vacation, and when we were coming on the bus, it was really foggy, everything was cloudy, and the houses are different. The architecture isn't anything like in Barcelona, not even close. I think it's prettier here. All the buildings are different, all with a bit of color. I don't know, I thought it was really cool, and I told Elian, I feel like I'm in another country, It's like I crossed borders. I'm not in Spain. That's what I love about Spain. Each place has its own charm and is unique. It's not like if you've seen one, you've seen them all. Not at all.
It's not like in other places, maybe in Cuba, where, for example, everything was similar, right? Exactly. But here it's like every place is different and has its own magic and charm. Because, of course, in Barcelona there are also very beautiful things. There's some amazing architecture that you don't find here. It's all different, but at the same time very beautiful. Since this is new for you, are you impressed? You've never been to northern Spain before, right?
No, I've only been to Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia. Those are the 3 places I know in Spain, and none of them are alike at all. Honestly, not at all.
Not at all. Well, let's wait for breakfast here in Carvalho and see what the reaction is like. Blenda, well, the toasts are already arriving. They're delicious and huge. This one is Ariana's, this one is Lianella's, and Blenda's is on its way.
Thank you.
How is it? Look.
I'm amazed by the toast. This one is $5.50.
Surprised. Sagra is so tall. Look.
Sweetie, this is how it is in Barcelona.
Is that how it is in Barcelona, sweetie?
And not with all these things, you know? It's this with tomato and, I mean, like I order it with tomato. It's this with tomato and oil.
It looks really good. How much did each person's breakfast cost?
Each person's breakfast was €9, considering that we ordered 3 toasts. She had 2 coffees, 3 fresh juices, and Liana ordered another coffee.
I mean, but it was 27 in total. In total,
€9 each. I mean...
Well, girls, we've already had breakfast, and this park is like one of my favorite places. I always bring Phoebe here for walks and all that when she's with me. And another thing that everyone tells me about Galicia is how green everything is. Of course, with so much of it around, everything looks very green.
Yes, the thing is, it has a certain color. Leanne told me that too. I mean, Leanne and I were talking before coming, and she was telling me her impressions and all that, and she told me, when you go, you'll notice everything looks greener and more natural. It's not that Barcelona or other places lack this, but here I notice a lot of greenery in many parks. That lake, river, I don't know, it's just really big, full of little ducks. I don't know, I just find everything so beautiful.
It rains more here, so everything is greener. Other parts of Spain are beautiful too, but get less rain.
The vegetation is different. Yesterday we were walking through this park and I was noticing, well, through this park, but in another area. And I was noticing the vegetation. They were ferns. Literally, the wild plants were ferns and mint, and the plant was spearmint.
And spearmint is very mojito-like.
I don't know, I've never really paid attention to that.
Yes, I have, because I saw it and I said to myself, that plant, I think I recognized it when I smelled it. It was fresh mojito.
We're heading to the beach now. I'm taking the girls. Blenda swam yesterday, even though it was very cold.
It was cold, but not as much as I expected. Yesterday they said the water was a good temperature. Is it usually colder than it was yesterday?
Let's go to the beach. It's one of my favorite beaches, and luckily the sun is out, thank goodness. So, how is it? How's the beach?
Look, she's impressed. What a paradise of a beach.
Did you see how beautiful it is? The best part is it's almost empty, right?
There's no one here.
I mean, the people who are here.
Are literally leaving. Something must be going on.
I like this. It's true that it's a bit far.
Yeah, it's really far. This is a small beach you can only reach by car since it's so remote. There's no cell service or anything here. This is what it's like now, just being on a beach. Literally, it's in the middle of nowhere, but it's my favorite. Yes, right there where the water is, it's so blue, so blue, so blue. But it's kind of far away because the tide is low, but it's perfect. It's a perfect beach, literally. Well, the sun suddenly came out and it's intense, so I put on a lot to avoid getting burned since the sun here is really strong, even if it doesn't seem like it. And actually, this little beach you see here, for example, this beach is normal. But over here, there's another one that's a nudist beach, and sometimes we see naked people. That little part of the beach there is like a nudist area, so you have to be careful. I don't want to go there, but I love it. My favorite thing in Galicia during summer is enjoying the short sunny months at the beaches. They're like paradise, beautiful and gorgeous. It's white sand.
Doesn't this remind you of Baradero? It really reminds me of Baradero, especially because it has that sandbank, you know. In Baradero, you really see a lot of sandbanks. There's sea, then a stretch of sand, then more sea. That's really nice.
Well, the tide has come in and we were really far out because the water was really shallow and suddenly it started rising and now the water doesn't even reach us. Over here.
Yeah, and we came swimming, walking,
But the water was up to our knees, and when we got here, well,
we had to come.
But, well, how was the experience with the cold water in Galicia?
But no, I mean, it's cold, it's really cold, but it's actually really nice because it's refreshing, you know? And that's even though it's not that hot. Can you imagine this cold water in Barcelona with 37 degrees?
EDL? Oh, but I love it. We got in and dove right in. I thought you wouldn't do it, but yes. This year is better than last year.
better than last year. Last year, I think we were cold. Yes, it was hotter, but at the same time, the water, I felt little pricks on my skin. This year, it feels cold to me.
I don't feel that, but look at that beautiful color.
No.
I'm in love.
It's beautiful.
Honestly, I'm in love.
Now, this beach has no cell service. You can't be on your phone. It's just you, the beach, enjoying the sun, the sand, the fine sand. These are honestly my favorite moments. I feel very privileged to live in Galicia, to have this little beach nearby, to always bring my friends here when they come to visit me, because it's my favorite. And honestly, it's a privilege to have this beach like this, without people. I know a lot of people are going to want to know the name, but we're at Martinez's house, another friend in Coruña, and today the girls will get to know Coruña. Right now, we're having a bit of a debate. We were trying to convince Blenda that, well, if they want to move to Coruña, they can move to Coruña. But Liana has a different way of seeing life. She says that every time she leaves Catalonia, she feels like something is missing.
I feel that in Catalonia I have everything without having to leave Catalonia. I really do. The city, with everything that comes with the energy of the city, the tourism, the city, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I leave my house and in 10 minutes I can be, I don't know, in 10 minutes I'm at Plaza Catalunya with all the tourist activity. I don't know what else. Everything is beautiful. But then I have the Sagrada Familia and that's there, 20 minutes from my house, literally. So I have the lively atmosphere, but then my neighborhood is very quiet. I have the transportation you mentioned. I can get anywhere in the city in 20 minutes. I have the metro, I have trains, I have Renfe, I have whatever I need to get around. I have the airport, so I have flights to anywhere I want to fly or go on vacation. And it's cheap. I mean, I've compared, and many times it's cheaper to leave from Barcelona. For example, when we went to Italy recently, Glenda had to buy her ticket from Madrid to Rome, and it was much cheaper for me to fly from Barcelona to Rome. So I have the beach, I have the mountains.
Living in Galicia, I had to travel to Madrid to fly to Rome since there are no direct flights from here.
So look, I have the Pyrenees. If I want to go somewhere snowy, I have the Pyrenees within Catalonia. Then I have Andorra, very close by, and I have the border with France. If I want the beach, it's right there. Plus, there are also beautiful coves nearby. I feel like Catalonia has everything without having to leave Catalonia. I don't have to go to Valencia or another autonomous community to do it. If I want to do it, I mean, I can leave Catalonia to do it, but you can always do it within Catalonia. So every time I travel to another city, for example, I come here to Galicia or I go to Valencia, I feel like I'm missing things. When I went to Valencia, I saw that, no offense, but the metro ran really poorly in Valencia, really badly. I would arrive and have to wait 20 minutes for the metro. That's not a metro. That's almost like a Renfe train. I'm used to the metro in Barcelona being punctual and coming every 2 minutes, but if I go to Madrid, for example, to Glenda's house and need to go to the outskirts, I have to take the Renfe. I'm used to using the local Catalan train service in Catalonia. I don't wait for the Renfe since it's always late. Renfe often lacks air conditioning, and even when it has it, the atmosphere isn't great. Maybe I'm picky, but I just don't like it. I like the vibe on the train back in Catalonia. You only get that there, and it comes exactly every 10 minutes. Exactly. It tells you it'll be there in a minute. I'm so used to my Catalan train and Barcelona lifestyle that I don't miss anything. Whatever I want to do, I can do there. When I go to another city, I wonder why they don't have this.
For example, now that we came here to Carvallo and all that, we went to Coruña, then we went to that beach that was there and all. I'll see myself in the future differently, not visiting those brochure coves or just walking around, but in my own way. It's Darian driving with me, and we go to a quiet local beach. I prefer relaxed plans like that, just Darian and me enjoying peaceful, uncrowded places. In Catalonia, I don't experience that since wherever I go, there are people, as it's very famous. They say the name and people already know it, people go. So since I see myself like that, I don't really... I'm not very attached to Barcelona. If I have to leave, it's fine. I've lived there. I know it and like it, but I wouldn't mind leaving. I feel like I need to move and experience another place, another way of life.
So here is Martina, who, for example, used to live in Madrid and came to Galicia. How did you feel about that change from the city to coming to Galicia? Galicia is much calmer. There's no subway here. The subway scares me. When I visited Madrid and used it, I was scared. I can't handle subways and don't know how to use them. How did it go for you?
It's just very different. I've been here in Spain for a total of 4 years, and I've spent this last year here in Coruña. I mean, I've been spending it here. Because, well, at first it was really hard for me to get used to it. I always say that, well, I feel like I'm from Madrid. Because Madrid was my first home. I spent my first 3 years in Madrid. And Madrid is an amazing city. In fact, we were talking about it earlier that Madrid, like Lian was saying about Barcelona, in Madrid I felt like I could just go out and walk to the supermarket. And it's a beautiful city. Not that I'm saying Coruña isn't. Besides, I live in a very privileged area and Coruña is this little corner. And overall, I really like it a lot. And right now, I can't say that I would go back because right now I wouldn't go back. I'm here in Coruña. I'm fine. I'm happy. And like I said, I think the city is a very comfortable place to live. To have your routine is much more affordable in every way. Rent, food, when you go out for breakfast, all of that. But Madrid is Madrid and it's very beautiful. And well, but right now I wouldn't go back. Right now I'm staying here in Coruña.
Everyone has different tastes, and I think Galicia is a place for people who like to be more at peace, with more tranquility than maybe in a big city. What kind of pastry is that, they asked me?
This is called milhoja, but in Cuba we call it señorita. It's a sweet that we eat a lot since we were kids. Do you remember when I said there were 2 in Barcelona?
Everything but
Señorita, isn't there any of that?
anymore.
Over there, well, maybe there is somewhere, but I've never seen it, not anywhere. And that's coming from someone who works at a candy store.
It doesn't look good.
It's really good. Does it taste good?
I mean, not exactly like the one from Cuba.
Does it remind you of the candy you ate as a child?
They've opened a lot of new places here in Coruña because Martina, who lives in Coruña, told me about it. Like, there's a lot more nightlife and food spots now.
I think they waited until summer to start. Like, they really went all in right away.
Yes.
They started opening all of them, and it has a really great vibe. This is one of my favorite streets.
How do you feel about Coruña's architecture?
It's beautiful. Look at that. What a lovely thing. You can take a picture today. Well, now I'm going home, so I'm going to tell my husband. We already have a place to live. Valencia is the best. Yes, I'm telling you. I love everything.
Everything is... Are you taking pictures?
Obviously. Well, look how beautiful the facades of those buildings are.
What 3 things will you miss about Galicia as you leave today? The food.
The little beaches, even though I don't like cold water. But yes, the little beaches, so peaceful, not so crowded. And, well, the weather, since it's not so hot. Well,
Blenda, this is Maria Pita, the square here. What do you think? Is it pretty?
yes, it's pretty. It's pretty. She laughs.
She laughs. We just came in.
And here on the left, we have the Tower of Hercules. What do you think?
It's very beautiful. It reminds me of that typical meme, you know, when you go to places without a tour guide and you just do this in the summer.
Honestly, everything is amazing. There was, like, in Coruña, this pool in the middle of the sea that was incredible. Look, I had FOMO because I wasn't there. I mean, right now I want to be there. We all wanted to be there. But anyway, it was the girls' last day here in Coruña, and I came to show them other places. People were enjoying themselves like never before because summer here is just wonderful. The girls took the bus from Santiago to Barcelona, and well, I just went back to my routine. But I'm always happy to welcome people who want to see Galicia through my eyes because I love this place. Subscribe. Bye-bye.